Adam Sentongo is a street hustler who goes under many aliases among his peers, like Amanda Mabango or Black. He has spent more than 27 years on the streets. His struggles started at the age of 8 years, when his father, Sad Abdurrahman Murindwa, then an ADF rebel, was murdered. His father's friend then took him under his wing to help lay a future for the young Sentongo, taking him from KCCA to Bundibujo district. Midway through, Sentongo says he realized that the whole idea from his father's friend to take care of him was a hoax, and there was no bright future if he continued living with him. This compelled him to flee with his friend Ismail. Together, they escaped to Chisenyi in Kampala. By this time, he was 14 years old.
I was taken to school, but since my father's friend was in the same rebel group as my father, I was taken to Bundibujo with other children. But when I realized that we were lied to, me and my friend decided to escape in the night.
On the streets, Sentongo went into survival mode, trying different spheres of jobs to put food on the table, where he eventually landed on one that was sustainable: sugarcane hawking. He was inspired by a friend in the new tax park around 2008.
I started slowly engaging in the sugarcane hawking business, introduced to me by my friend Ganja.
After many years of hard work, he had gained experience and saved some money, shooting himself in the blanket of accomplishments. Consequently, in 2012, the idea of helping his fellow ghetto youths crossed his mind, and with a little help from well-wishers close to him, he put the idea into reality.
A well-wisher found me and picked me up as a street kid, and he helped me a lot with capital.
Currently, he lives with around 470 youths and has influenced most of them to join him in the sugarcane hawking business, providing them with capital.
When I came to Kampala, I had no one and was into the scrap business. But he took me in and introduced me to the sugarcane hawking business.
However, for now, the dream has been impacted by directives from KCCA to take them off the streets in the name of ensuring a clean city. Kampala Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago says this is being done illegally.
Well, we're enforcing trade order in the city. This activity is characterized by flies, attracting flies. The waste from the sugarcane has been disposed all over because they are a menace to pedestrian traffic. They are a menace, the waste blocks, the drainages, and also the ambience of the city, the aesthetics of the city are compromised by people trading haphazardly wherever they wish.
It's a given that we need a trade order. But trade order must be complemented with other soft mechanisms of dealing with the most afflicted people, the urban poor, the most vulnerable. But can you imagine, this 916 billion, there is no provision for construction of markets or provision of workspaces for the urban poor. That is a total absurdity, because we have a huge army of unemployed people, youth in particular, single women. You cannot hound them, you cannot harass them, you can't run after them in the streets, just like that.
We found them resting somewhere in Kampala, where they told us that the KCCA directives have impacted them negatively over the last 2 weeks.
50 youth have been arrested so far, and around 122 barrels have been confiscated so far.
Entering City Hall in Viros, we found a KCCA vehicle loaded with sugarcane. We tried to find out how this business works, and the ghetto youths explain the dynamics and have pleaded to KCCA to reconsider the decision.
When you raise capital of 20,000 shillings, we can make around 40,000 shillings. We did not go to school, so this is the only way for us to earn legally. So that KCCA management be very considerate.
Many of these youths are now thinking of resorting to street survival mode where they came from after being challenged financially. Just a week ago, one of their friends, known as Bright, was murdered on the street just days after KCCA law enforcement vandalized his business, a sign of hard times coming through if the directive is not revised. Arafat Shafiq, NTV.